Hey, what's up? Welcome to my channel. My name is Taylor. This video is going to be a book review. I'm gonna do one a month, and this one is gonna start December 2021. I'm gonna do 1 month since I kind of like got back into reading. So I'm gonna look at my blog to remember, because it's been almost a year. So I feel like you guys would really enjoy December because next month is December. So maybe if you've never read these books, you can, and they'll get you in the holiday spirit. So let's start. So the first one was The Wedding Date. I gave it a 5 out of 5. I like rom-coms, so that's like the majority of the books that I read. So if you're into those, if you care, stay tuned. If not, stay tuned. Let's see. Oh, this one started in the elevator. So I think this is like, for me it was different because they actually liked each other. Like, it wasn't like enemies to lovers because they had to like go to the brother's wedding and he didn't have a date, or It was like, they had to go to a wedding and he didn't have a date, but it started off like they had a crush on each other. Like, they're like flirty and it was cute and there was chemistry, and I really enjoyed it. If you like rom-coms, fake dating, plot lines, you know how they end, you'll maybe like this book. Okay, next one is Goodbye Paris. I picked this one because I judge books by their cover. I do. This is what I do. That's what I do. I judge books by their cover. This one had a cute cover. I did not expect what I read. I'm not really a fan of like The Other Woman books where it's like the other woman is the hero and we have to feel bad for her because she's so in love and he was supposed to leave his husband for her 3 years ago and But it was pretty good, and I actually did end up rooting for Grace at the end. So if you do like those, if you don't like those, maybe you'll enjoy this book. But I did give it a 3 out of 5 because, again, I don't really like those types of books. Find someone single. I don't know what to tell you. I don't feel bad for you. The Bride Test. Okay, I gave this a 2 out of 5. I really like this author, but this, oh my gosh, this plotline, this whole book was awful. I think it was her first book that she released, so maybe that's why, but like, no. It was a no for me. It was a no for me. The next one was Anxious People. I gave it a 4 out of 5. It was a little weird, I'm not gonna lie. All the characters were kind of like a little outrageous. Like, every single character was outrageous, but like at the end it kind of tied together, and that's why I ended up really liking it. Like, the characters were so outrageous, almost felt like Parks and Rec, The Office, like where you're just like, these characters are definitely made up. Like, so yeah, like that one. Oh, it also had like the different plot lines. Like, I always go back to the He's Just Not That Into You because it had like all the different plot lines where everything comes together. So if you like books like that or movies like that, if you like unexpected twists and happy endings, you will enjoy this. Also, there are a lot on here, and it's because I go back and forth between reading actual books and listening to audiobooks. So that's how I'm able to listen to and read so many books in 1 month. So we're all on the same page. If you're like, how are you reading over 10 books a month? That's psychotic. Do you have a life? No. But I also listen to them while I'm cleaning and working out. How to Marry Keanu Reeves in 90 Days, 5 out of 5. Super cute. I really like this one. I don't think I've ever seen a Keanu. I know who he is, but I can't say his name. It's a Keanu Reeves. I've never seen one of his movies. I think everyone says he's like a great guy in real life. So like, you know, if she wants to marry him, all the power to you. So cute. Typical rom-com, but like such a different storyline. Like, so crazy, and like then like the support of friends, and it was just, I love books about friendship, and it just 5 out of 5, 5 out of 5. So okay, then we have Paris is Always a Good Idea, 5 out of 5. I love Audrey Hepburn. Obviously I had to pick up this book, even if it had nothing to do with her besides the title. Literally nothing to do with her. Also, any book that's in New York City or Paris, I'll read it, I'll love it. Well, no, I might not love it, because let's go back to the beginning of this video where I rated a book 3 out of 5 even though it took place in Paris. So I take that back. It was a rom-com, loved it, did not expect the ending, and I always know what's gonna happen in rom-coms. That's why I read them. There's no surprises, there's no putting the book down because I'm getting scared, nervous, have to walk around, No, I know it is always going to happen in a rom-com. And I really, truly did not expect the ending. I should have. Now I would have, because I have read so many books. Like, this is when I first started getting into reading again. No, that's a lie. I started getting into reading in 2019, December 2019, because we all started book club. My friends and I started book club. Paige bought us all the same book, and that's kind of what started. We all got book of the month, all that fun stuff. So yeah, 2019. So this was like, now I would have expected 5 out of 5. Paris is Always a Good Idea. In 5 years. I rated it a 5 out of 5, but thinking about it and talking to other people, and I know, you're not supposed to do that. But like, when I did read it, I was like, if I could just take this one part and just erase it from my mind, erase it from the book. Yeah, a 4 out of 5. I would give it a 4 out of 5. Thinking about it and going back on it, 4 out of 5. It's about friendship, and their friendship is just so cute. So then it's like, why? Just erase that one part. And now I did read another book like that. I don't want to spoil it, but it's One Day in December. For me, it was a 5 out of 5, even though it was like pretty much the same kind of idea. It just worked better, if that makes sense. I don't know. Okay, 4 out of 5 in 5 years. Read it. You should read it. Royal Holiday, 3 out of 5. I really like this author. The chemistry of the characters just like didn't do it for me. The ending, I don't want to give it away, but that's kind of like, I was like, oh, that's it? Okay, that's it. 3 out of 5. The Tourist Attraction, 5 out of 5. I listened to this one on vacation, so I was like, really cute. I like these, like, what are they called? Grumpy Sunshine? Yeah, I like those. This was cute. This is a cute little rom-com. If you like rom-coms, again, obviously, most of these are rom-coms. Everyone's like, no, he hates everyone, da da da. And then, like, you come in and you're like, but he loves me. 5 out of 5. Where the Crawdads Sing, 3 out of 5. I'm sorry, 3 out of 5. I had to start this book over. Like, no, it just like wasn't it. I just like couldn't get over the fact that I felt so bad for the main character like the entire book. No, why? Who writes like this? No, I wanted Kaya to win so bad, or Kia, however you pronounce her name, and it just like didn't get good until like halfway through the book. And then even then it was like, finally, I don't know. Christmas Shopaholic. I will give this one a 4 out of 5. I love these books. I love this series. I love the movie Confessions of a Shopaholic. I love Bex, everything, all these characters. She's chaotic. She's just chaotic. She is an unreal character. Outrageous, chaotic, everything. Like, I just love her. You just have to love her. But I would say 4 out of 5. It wrapped up really quickly. It wrapped up how a Christmas book should wrap up, but very quick for me. The Kiss Quotient, 4 out of 5. I think this is who wrote The Bride Test. Yes, it is, because she always writes about people on the spectrum, and I like that. I like it. I thought it was cute. It kind of reminded me of The Heart Principle, which I loved. So I couldn't really give it a 5 out of 5 because it was like, it's like the same book, only a different plot. 4 out of 5. Loved it. Love rom-coms. Kisses and Croissants. Olivia hates how I say that word. Olivia's my niece. She hates it. We'll go to like Tim Hortons and I'll order a croissant. She's like, can you not? How it's pronounced? You have to pronounce it how it's pronounced. 5 out of 5. Super cute. Heartbreaking. Absolutely heartbreaking. I did almost cry in this book. I just like couldn't believe what happened. I was like, what? If you like the Lizzie McGuire movie, I think you'll enjoy this. But be prepared, because it is heartbreaking. I was not expecting what happened. But then the ending was like cute, and I was like, oh, okay. Like, I guess it's okay. The Proposal, 5 out of 5. Reminded me of The Wedding Date, but like, not that it was so similar, but because it was the same author. So they kind of had the same writing style. It was the same author as that Royal book, but obviously better, because it got a 5 out of 5 5 for me. This one, I loved how it kind of went through the feelings of falling for someone you've only dated for a short amount of time, but like falling like so hard that you're like, okay, but we only were together for X amount of time, and like, but still like rationalizing it. Like the proposal was super cute. The last thing he told me, 5 out of 5. Definitely did not see the ending coming. So like I said before in this video, I judge books by their cover, so I don't read what it's about ever, unless it's like the book of the month. Yeah, I would say it's book of the month. This one I think was a book of the month, but it wasn't mine, so like I kind of read it after the fact. Like I didn't get it in my box or anything. Yeah, I borrowed it from a friend. Didn't read what it was about. I have no idea. Like I had no idea. This was kind of like when I started getting into suspenseful thriller books, so like it was just enough for me. But if that's what you're into, you probably will be like, this book is not suspenseful or thrilling or anything. I saw the ending coming. I did not. I probably still wouldn't have seen that ending coming, but I did. I loved the 2 girls in the book. I loved the growth between Hannah and Bailey. I loved it. 5 out of 5 for one of my first thriller books. Sex and Vanity, 4 out of 5. It was definitely a slow burn for me. I can't even think of what it was about, actually. I can think of the cover of the book. I think it was about the cousins. Was this one the one about the cousins? Oh yeah. Yeah. So cute. Really good rom-com. Would I rate it? 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5 still today. 4 out of 5. Yeah, now that I remember. Sometimes I can't remember what they're about. I'm like, wait, was that the one about the da-da-da? And then that's when I finally read the description of the book, because I'm like, wait, did I read this or am I gonna read it again? Like, because you put stuff in your TBR and then you go to Barnes & Noble and you see it and you see the cover and you're like, did I read this though? I feel like I read this, or did I just put it on my TBR? Super cute. People we meet on vacation, 5 out of 5. I always compare this to Beach Read, you know, because they're by the same author. So it's like with your friends, you're like, which one are you? Which one are you? Like Verity, like, are you manuscript or are you letter? Who are you? What's going on? Da-da-da. 5 out of 5. Really like this one. I love friendships. I like books about friendships. 56 Days. I gave this one a 4 out of 5. Again, just starting to get into my thriller suspenseful book. It kind of like jumped around different people, different like times, like present, past, different person, but good book. I like when everything comes together. The Wrong Family, I rated a 4 out of 5. I really don't remember what this one was. I feel like I do like remember how it ended, but if I say how it ended, like why it doesn't make sense. This has to be the book I'm thinking of. It's like a thriller. Obviously, The Wrong Family. It's not Mr. Right Family. Like, so yeah, I think this one was good. I mean, I rated it a 4 out of 5. It is a thriller. So like I'm getting into my thriller books now, and now I can be like a little more judgy because I'm like a thriller book reader now. I know. So yes, 4 out of 5. If I'm thinking of the right book, I would still rate it a 4 out of 5. The Holiday Switch, I gave it a I gave it a 5 out of 5. The main character rates books on her blog, and that's what I do, and I think I have that written here. She reviews holiday books, so obviously like loved it so much. Super cute, young adult, rom-com, but it was really cute. And like obviously I loved it because she has a blog, and so do I. And I think I started reading books on my blog last year. I think I started with that chess book, which like now that I think about it, like it was whatever. It was kind of sad, to be perfectly honest. I know people like sad books. I don't. I'm like, this is so depressing. What a horrible life. This is like the one thing she had. Yeah, that's how I feel about that. A Woman Is No Man, 5 out of 5. 5 out of 5, 5 out of 5. Oh my gosh, I could cry thinking about it. What a great book. Hold on, let me read my review first. Oh my gosh, yes. I was up till 2 a.m. reading this book and then finished it the next day. It was so good. The main character loves books. Obviously, we gotta love books. We're here, right? So we're here. We love books. I also graduated high school in 2009, so I kind of felt like, oh my gosh, if that was me, like I graduated in 2009, like I was the same age that this character was going through everything that she's going through, like I don't think I would deal with it the same. Like, actually, no, I 100% wouldn't deal with it the same. So for me, it definitely like puts, I don't know, your privilege into perspective. Like, that's kind of like the main thing I took from it, is that like we have so many choices where you don't realize like how privileged you are until you do see other people, which obviously, like, I'm 30, I know that, but like in 2009 when I was 17, like, could you even imagine like your parents wanting you to get married? Like, I just, no, absolutely not, no. Also, I do have here written trigger warnings, domestic abuse, and suicide. So I don't think I do this for all of them. I think it was just like so impactful for me that I was like, oh my gosh, like this might be a trigger for some people. That should have been my last book because it was just so good. Okay, Daisy Jones and the Six, 5 out of 5. I loved it. I loved all the characters. I grew up watching, which I'm sure everybody did, like the VH1 documentaries about like bands and this and that and the other thing, like watching like those movies. This book felt like I was watching a documentary. Like, that's how I felt like reading this book. I was like so wrapped up in it. I could visualize the characters. I just felt like I was watching VH1 Behind the Music. I also really like this author. Like, every other book that she's written, I've loved. I don't think I've ever like given her a review less than 4. I just think I think she's a phenom writer. The Comeback, I rated this a 5 out of 5. I just read my review. I don't remember what this was about. Hold on, I don't remember what this was about, and I gave it a 4 out of 5. Hold on. Oh yes. Okay, yes. Oh, this book was so sad. It's because it's like one of those like Harvey, whatever that guy. It was just like, yeah, it was one of those. I really enjoyed this book. Like, I just felt for Grace, and yeah. Okay, The Knockout Queen, I gave it a 5 out of 5. I listened to this book, so like I used to do puzzles all the time, and now I don't really have room to do puzzles, like unless I do them on the floor in the castle thing and whatever, blah blah blah. I used to do puzzles all the time and just like listen to books and just like go and do a puzzle. Like, in the time that it took me to finish a book, I was done with the puzzle, put it in the case, get a new book, or get a new puzzle, or wait till the next day. We were going through puzzles. Like, we were redoing puzzles because puzzles are like 20 bucks. And what do you do with them afterwards? Like, I guess you redo them. Okay. There should be a puzzle library. This is what my fiance and I have always said. There should be a puzzle library. So this book was like really sad for me. I just like felt so bad for the main character. And I like books about friendships. Through her whole life, I just kind of felt bad for her. It's a little disturbing. It kind of gave me like Euphoria vibes. It just was so dark. Like, it was really dark. The Holiday Swap, 5 out of 5. It was such a cute holiday rom-com to like wrap up the year. I remember I was like rushing to read it. I was like, I have to read this before December is over because it's like the Christmas book. Like, I have to be done with it. And like, I had no problem doing that because it was so freaking cute. It's about like these twins. They switch places. It's a rom-com. You know what happens. Yeah, it was just like a goofy plot, kind of Gilmore Girly, sisters. Well, they're twins, so naturally they're sisters. Yeah, super cute. Highly recommend. That is it. That's all. That's our December 2021 book review. A lot of these were holiday books, so I'm sure if you've never read them before, you can pick them up this month, read them for next month, read them next month, read them in January, read them in July, whatever. They're all pretty good. Besides, no, we won't just bash on that one book I gave a 2. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye!